At the right time, God is going to bring you into what He's already prepared. God is not preparing the blessing for you. He's preparing you for the blessing. The promised land was already in place. He had to get the Israelites prepared. Favor is already in your future. There are blessings that already have your name on them. The right people, divine connections already lined up. You keep passing the test in the silent seasons. You keep getting prepared, and you're going to come in to more than you can ask or think.
God loves you right where you at. All of you, you're in the process right now. You're in the process of becoming what God wants you to be. See, the reason you wake up every day is because God ain't through with you yet. Because He still has something for you that you've yet to receive. But you have to start living your life in expectation. You have got to start expecting great things to happen for you in order for it to happen. It is the law of attraction. It is real. It is nothing fake about it. A man is as he thinketh. If you live your life in expectations, that's what happens to you. If you live your life in despair, that's what happens to you. If you say all men are dogs, you're going to meet every last one of them. I'll never be rich. You won't. You won't.
Now, my approach to my better future very early on in my career was to just go through the day with my fingers crossed. I sure hope things will change for the better. Then here's what I found out. They're not going to change. When you change, when you get better, it'll get better. Don't put it on someone else.
If you're going to really have an incredible life, you need to add a step. After acceptance is you must create anew. That's what this whole program's about. It's a new world. It's not just a new year. It's a new world that's going to require a new you and me. We got to find a bigger and better part of ourselves. So no matter how big the challenge is, we know that who we are is more than anything that can be done to us. And we know we can find a way. But that means you got to create anew. And so in order to create anew, you got to let go of what was. And I just want all of you to know, I don't believe in this term new normal. There is no normal. The world is always going through cycles. And we're in the middle of winter, but you know, people, when things are going well, people think it's going to be great forever. And it never is. Life is cyclical. It's seasonal, right? So if you have springtime and then you got summer, hot summer, spring's great, it's growing, hot summer, you kind of get tested, then the fall you reap, and then you go to winter. Like what always follows? Winter. Springtime.
Some people can't handle your success. They were fine as long as you were at their level, as long as you were single like them, as long as you lived in their neighborhood. You have to be okay with them not being okay with you. Your time is too valuable to worry about what people think about you. You don't need everyone to celebrate you. You don't need all your coworkers, all your relatives to cheer you on. If you become too dependent on people, then if they don't meet your expectations, if they don't approve you, you'll spend your time trying to get their approval. Don't look to people, look to God.
They don't print opportunities. You can lose money and get it back. You can't get time back. You can't get experiences back. Average people focus on money. The greats focus on time because I can't get my time back.
Some stuff takes time. Greatness takes time. It takes time. You got to be prepared to get 1,000 no's to get one yes. The thing you need to win is resilience. You can't just keep trying different stuff, because you can never say something didn't work when you didn't have try. Be resilient. Stick it out. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Resilient. Some people have never thrown their whole self at nothing. Not at school, not at work. You've had one foot in and one foot out of every dream all of your life, and you've never seen what you could be if you ever really connected and threw everything.
Come on. You want to live your life from now on with courage. Courage is the willingness to do what it is you need to do in spite of the fear. Most people in a fearful situation, they forget everything and run, but there are few that they face everything and rise. You're here to do something. You've got to live life like you mean it. When you live like a warrior, you honor your commitment. But you don't want to be reckless. You don't want to die for a job. You have other options. Don't be limited in your thinking. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to work on yourself. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to live an expanded vision of yourself. When you get up in the morning, decide to live a courageous life. This life is to be lived. Life is for living, for being productive.
As you don't surrender, as long as you don't give up, then you haven't failed. If you get beat, unless you're dead, you are not defeated, and you have not failed. What you've done is you've learned. So get up and go get after it.
You don't have control of the constellations. Learn some new skills. You have control over that. And if you don't, that's your fault. You've got to take personal responsibility. You've got to be self-reliant. Nobody else can change your life, alter your ambitions, pave a golden road for you. It's up to you. Be responsible for yourself. Learn to reap the harvest without complaint. Take full responsibility for everything you do. Be responsible to yourself. It's your crop.
Possibilities are always surrounded by challenges. You got to get through the challenges to get to the possibilities, but it's worth it. It's kind of like a Tootsie Roll. You got to get through the hard stuff so you can get to the good soft stuff. That's the way it is with life. That's the way it is with possibilities.
Living a dream, changing your life, it's hard. It's hard when you lose all your money, when you've given it the best that you have, when you have some major setback. It's hard. A setback is a setup for a comeback. You must be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have.
You've heard it. Trouble does not last always. You've heard it. James Cleveland come forth. Lord, help me to hold out. Please, Sir Jesus, not please, Sir Jesus. Please, Sir Jesus, until my change comes. Let me tell you something of it here. And it's going to come. Don't ask when. It will come when it comes. That's when it comes. And the key is, therefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil place. Is keep the faith, baby. Keep the faith. As Adam Clayton Powell would say, keep the faith that this too shall pass. Keep the faith that you are more than a conqueror. Keep the faith that is greater is he that is in you than he that's in the world. Keep the faith that you have the power to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Keep the faith in spite of what is said to you. In spite of. You got a work to do. You deserve to be happy, and I can tell you, when you keep the faith, Joseph Campbell talks about the long, dark journey of the soul, that when you keep the faith, that which you want will come to you and reveal its secrets, and will bring people in your life that will bless you, that will bring opportunities to you that eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered the heart of mankind what God has in store for you. I'm telling you what I know. Having a mindset of doing the things that you want to do and being positive and optimistic about that in spite of the fact that you don't have the money, in spite of the fact that you don't have the resources, and in spite of the fact that you might be down on your luck right now, and in spite of the fact that you might be growing through an illness. I've gone through that. There are a lot of in spite ofs that we want to take a stand against and not allow those things to rob us of the things that we deserve in life. I'm so thankful. I was 9 days in University Hospital at Ohio State and didn't even know. My oncologist said, man, when I came to see you, you were messed up. When I came to see you, Serena and Calvin were calling your other children and say, we don't think Dad is going to make it. I said, wow.
The difference between people who blow up and the people who kind of stay stagnant is they never own it. When somebody calls you and there's a challenge and you start pointing the finger, you'll never get to the next level. So I noticed what happens is there are two groups of people. You got a boy or girl or a man or a woman. What boys do is they point the finger at other people. That's what boys do. That's what girls do. Right? And I get it. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of pressure, right? To make your dreams become reality. So every day there's opportunities, right? And you have these opportunities. And each opportunity is going to either take you to the next level or you're going to have to go back to go. I'm just being real. When you shake the dice, you either move forward or you got to go back to go. When there's conflict, I want you to look at it real plain. And I want you to say, do I throw people under the bus or do I take responsibility? Now, you can continue to throw people under the bus. It's all good. Nothing wrong with that. Because that's a lot of pressure. And you shouldn't ask a 13-year-old to do what a 33-year-old is supposed to do. I get that. I'm not mad at you. But understand every time you point the finger that what you say to your dreams and goals is like, I'm about to put you on hold. You got to take ownership. So no matter what happens when you come to ET, I promise you, even if it's your fault, I'm not going to say it's your fault. Why? Because as soon as I say it's your fault, I give you the power. You got the juice. As soon as I say, well, you didn't come to school and you have the power. As much as it hurts and it's embarrassing to say, yo, it's on me. Guess what? I got all the juice then. The minute you start pointing the finger, you lose power immediately. As soon as you start saying it's somebody else's fault, what you do is say, I'm a child and I need somebody grown to handle this. That's what you say. When you say he did it and she did it, you're saying, I'm 10 years old. I need mama to come in. I need daddy to come in and fix this. It's too much for me. I take full responsibility and I'll do whatever it takes. I take ownership. I'll get up. I'll stay late. But now own it. What are you not owning? Write it down right now. I'm not playing. What are you not owning? Like, what's yours? Now, we're not talking about somebody else wants you to own. What is yours that you're not owning? And that's why you point the finger, because you don't like how the pain feels. That's why you say he did it and she did it. That's why you give the power away, because it hurt too bad to say, I did it. I take ownership. It was my fault. That's why you point the finger. You ain't ready for the pain.
Mistakes are going to happen. Make 1,000,000 mistakes. Just quit wasting your energy making the same mistakes. You have to make a decision that I will learn from this thing. I've resolved in my spirit, in my heart, that every experience is my education. Experiences is education. So the good experiences and the bad experiences, I'm going to learn from that, and I'm going to discover the opportunity for me to grow and for me to get better. I'm telling you, I've already made up my mind that I know I will fall down. I know that I will stumble, but I already see myself getting back up. Therefore, I'm never down. I'm either up or getting back up. Can I get a witness who's decided I'm going to learn? You're going to learn today.
You got to be hungry. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry, no excuse is acceptable. Stay hungry. Make no your vitamin. Most people are so negative they have to say no 7 times before they say yes. You can do this. You can make this happen. You can hit a home run. It's a done deal. I want to leave a legacy. Mine is I refuse to die an unlived life. You got to increase your energy in order to live your dream. You can't be casual about your dream. If you're casual about your dream, you'll end up a casualty. People that make it in this life, they look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight, to work day and night for, to give up your time, your peace, and sleep for, if all that you dream and scheme is about, life seems useless and worthless without it. And if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your purpose, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famine, sickness, or pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, with the help of God, you'll get it.
Get some coaching. Now, why would I suggest that? Well, I had a friend the other day told me he practices in the mirror all the time. And I said, and you have untrained eyes looking back at you. Serena Williams is the best and most dominant tennis player in the history of tennis. and she has a coach. Tiger Woods has a coach. Muhammad Ali said, I'm the greatest, and he never won a championship without Angelo Dundee. Michael Jordan, he never won a championship without Phil Jackson as a coach. You can't see the picture when you're in the frame. Find a coach, someone that can help you deliver the message that you want to deliver, someone that can strengthen you in the areas where you're weak, someone that can help you bring your story out and create an experience with an audience so you can transform them individually.
Unlocking the power of silent strength. In a world where noise often overshadows the subtle, there extra a force that speaks volume without saying a word. It's the power of silent strength, an assistance that emanates from within and resonates with the world around us. Silent strength is not about loud pollution or grand gesture. It's the quest resolve that fuels our action, the unspoken determination that propels us forward in the face of challenges. It's the single parent working tirelessly to provide for their family, the student bearing the midnight oil to pursue their dreams, that the caregivers offering souls with a comforting represence. Silent strength is found in the bonds of friendship that require no word, no convey understanding, in the comforting embrace that speaks volume without uttering a syllable. It's in the quiet moments of solitude where we find the strength to confront our inner demons, to embrace our vulnerabilities, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. Silent strength is not devoid of emotion. It's the depth of feeling that transcends words, that inner fortitude that remain unwavering even in the midst of chores. So let us embrace the power of silent strength, for in its quieted lies our resilience to weather life storms, the causes of force ahead, and the wisdom to find peace amidst the choices. Unlock the power of silent strength within you. Watch the transformer not only your wood but the world around you.